Welcome to Brooker Ceramics, and this week I was inspired by a little trip I took to London where I went rock climbing with some friends, and I wanted to challenge myself to try and make a rock climber's mug. I've seen a lot of these online where it's like a rock climber wall grip handle and then the mug itself, and I wanted to be able to capture the essence of kind of a really craggy rock wall and then have that kind of rock climber grip attached to it. The reason for that is that, I thought I'd like the contrast between that kind of organic man-made grip versus the craggly wall, but also to be able to use the mug to make it functional, you have to have a good rock climber's grip itself, or you just won't be able to use the mug. So it's kind of a play there a little bit as well. So this is what I've created. You can see here we've got this like really craggly wall texture of the bricks itself, but inside it's a really nice smooth mug. And then you've got the rock climber's grip that you can kind of grip the mug and then drink it like so. So it's been quite an interesting one this week because it's not my usual conventional bowl or anything like that. So let me show you all the steps that I took, and if you like this video and want to see more of this content, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So for this climber's mug, there's going to be a lot of clay removed during the trimming phase. So I am actually going to throw these walls relatively thick, and then I'll come in with wire and rip and pull them off to create that like rocky texture surface to the mug. So I haven't thrown anything like this before. It will definitely be a learning curve for me. So let's see how we get on. So I can see what you guys are thinking, Simon, that's quite possibly the worst mug you've ever thrown, and it's been thrown like this 100% on purpose. So what I wanted to do is create a nice thick wall, and then I'm going to come in later with some wire and kind of chunk them all up into rocky pieces. So hopefully it'll look good. I've never made anything like this before, so really trying to push myself. Fingers crossed the next phase goes well, or it's a bit of wasted time. So I'm going to set this aside for a couple of days to dry out nice and leather hard. I'm also, as part of this, got to think about the grip that I'll attach to it afterwards. But I think what I'll probably do is let it all dry out, come in, remove some of the pieces that I've been talking about, and that'll give me an indicator of how big that grip needs to be. So I'll probably make that a bit later on in the process. So let's set it aside and reconvene and see how we get on. So a week has passed now, and the mug vessel has dried out nice and leather hard and ready to be trimmed. So I'm going to come in with a wire and start pulling down some of these sides and ripping off the clay, and hopefully that will create a nice rocky texture. Before I do that, I want to make sure that I've tidied up the base of the mug, so that when I come back in later, I'm not going to be able to trim it on the wheel. So I'm going to head over to the pottery wheel now and begin to trim in the base and also the foot of the mug itself. So let's head over to the wheel and take a look at that now. So I'm going to flip the mug over, wet the wheel, and begin just attaching it to the surface. Because the mug is relatively hard now, when I place it on the wheel, the water and the wet wheel should kind of wicken and hold the clay onto the wheel itself. I'm just going to place a couple of lumps of clay at the foot, just as a precaution. So let's zoom you in and take a look at some of the trimming. So you can see here we've got kind of the rocky outcrop here with some really nice textures. I've tidied up the lip here so that when you actually drink from it, it feels a bit nicer in the mouth rather than all these sharp edges. And we've got then the, I guess the rock climber's rock wall grip here to be the thing that lifts the mug. The final touch I want to add is the actual screw bolt that would, in theory, attach the grip to the wall. So to do this, I've got a small little tube. I'm just going to press it into the clay body like that, just to mark it out. And then just come in and make it a bit more of a round shape.